All right, running into Satisfactory here. Now, if you haven't seen this game, stick around. It is an amazing, amazing game. I absolutely love it. Incredibly addicting. It's the type of game where you start playing it at like 5 o'clock at night and you realize the sun starts coming up. That's that type of game. You're just like so into it, so involved in it. It's very, very fun. Now, we've kind of really ramped up our production up here. As you can see, we've got a lot of stuff going from one place to another or whatnot. I'm still deciding whether I want to start over from scratch or I want to get to the highest tier and then just tear everything down and go from there. I'm kind of leaning more starting over. So for those of you who didn't see me kind of build this big gigantic plant and build that gigantic mega bridge and all that other cool stuff, that you can see that happening. Now, right now, what we're doing is we're waiting for our thing here to run its modular frames up here. And then all these modular frames are going to be running into this machine. And this machine's going to be now churning them out much quicker and putting them into our space elevator. Now, as you put stuff in your space elevator, you will then, of course, go from one level to another level, or tiers as they call it in here. And you can see we're at 729. Now, we got a couple of them on us. We can go ahead and drop them in there. We can also help it along by crafting it ourselves. I find that those modular frames are kind of a real stumbling point. What do we need for these? We need a lot of regular modular frames, which we're going to need a lot of reinforced iron plate and iron rod. Let's see if we have any of that laying around. We might as well burn that up. Not seeing it. I think I did burn it up. Yep. Oh, there's some right there. A little bit. Little bit. All right. So that's all going there. And again, let's go in here and see. Let's just right click, add to to-do list. Now it's telling us over here how many of these do we want. Let's see. Can we just, it'd be nice if you just change the number over here. I think there's a way to change the number in the other one. We can just keep adding. Yeah. Keep adding them. So let's say we want to make 4 modular frames. It's going to take us 12 of the reinforced iron plates. I always feel like, you go back and forth between, is it better, is it more efficient for you to make it, or is it more efficient for your machines to make it? Now, over time, it's more efficient for the machines because you can make a lot more machines and have it doing it for you. We built all this yesterday. It's pretty fun. And you can see we're kind of backlogged on a lot of these, so we could actually take some of these out just to kind of speed this along as it's trying to feed in here and keep this going. Now, we can build a whole nother one and whatnot, but I feel like we're not going to have enough time for that. But you guys get the idea of how incredibly humongous that this could be at this point, if I so chose. And we're getting a better idea of bottlenecks as well, where we get bottlenecked in the game. And let's just build one right here. I don't feel like flying all the way back. Let's just like that. Alright, then we're going to go ahead and make a bunch of modular frames here. There we go. I'm getting the heavy modular frames, but it shows you how long this takes, right? If I were to sit here and just do this. If I had enough resources, I could just sit here and do this. Now, and some people are like, Kismet, you should create a macro and AFK. Well, if I want the game to play by itself, it doesn't need me involved, right? I don't even have to turn it on. I'll just pretend it's playing by itself. But I find the part where I get to play. I want to play the game. So I find that part really fun. Look at all these feeding in here. It's probably backlogged. Oh, yeah. Massively backlogged. Again, you just keep plopping these workbenches around all over the place. So you don't have to run up there and do it. Oh, there's 49 there. Just keep making them. I want to just kind of get to the next tier level and see what's there, and then we'll tinker around with that a little bit. And then probably on Monday, I'll probably just be playing Satisfactory, and we will go through, or maybe a combination of Fallout and then Satisfactory. We'll see. But I feel like we're going to start over. We're going to start over. You guys can see it from the very beginning, and then that will be my actual playthrough. Because I feel like what I should have done was remotely make each area where there's a node make that into whatever I'm producing. And that's like a satellite of, okay, I go here, I find this node, that's going to make this, and this is going to make that, and I make that, and then make all the final resources of what I need, and then go from there, and then pipe that to wherever I need it to be. And that'll be a lot of fun, building all that structure and doing all of that stuff, for sure. Oh, here's 100 already. We're already at 720 or something. So we're already at 100 here. That's very nice. What do we need over here that we're low on? Looks like screws. Screws is the deal. We'll just keep making as many of these we can so we can speed this up a little bit. And meanwhile, it's making more too. So the automation is making a ton of them while we're over here making some ourselves. So we're kind of doubling up on it. Now, I could make my factory bigger. I could add even more automation and so forth. But I feel like a better idea is just to, at this point, just to kind of speed us along a little bit, is just to do this. Is just convert it over and then turn to the box here, grab some more, and so on and so forth. Just to speed this along a little because we're getting very, very close. Now let's make sure we don't need those for that. No, we don't. Oops, wrong thing. Wrong thing. Wrong, 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 wrong. Well, it's going to be about 200. I think. Oh, we can make some more reinforced iron plates. Let's make those too. Now, we probably have a backlog. We have such a huge backlog of reinforced iron plates and screws. Because my whole part here is running efficiently, like 200. Some of it's like 200%, right, where it's bringing out the coal at 200%, and then each thing's at 100%, each one. So I try to keep it very, very efficient. And we were doing the math and all that stuff yesterday. If you tuned in for that, that's not my normal stream. Normally, I'm actually building stuff and doing stuff, but I do like to go in sometimes and get that deep mechanics. All right, so here's the poles, and straight over here is a bunch of the plates. So let's, oh, we already pulled a bunch of plates out of there. Oh, and out of there, apparently. There we go. Oh. Boom. Oh, forgot to get screws. Screws. And again, just keep on keeping on. Let's see, get rid of the standard ignites there. I like how they put these in categories. It just kind of surprised me one day. I was like, oh, they changed all the things around. Reinforced iron plate. Yeah, we need screws. So we're making tons of those up here. Let's follow the trail of screws. Whee! Not in there. Oh, there we go. Oh, now we're out of room, though. Always the way it is. Always constantly out of room. I'm gonna find a good place to put my workbench. Let's say right here. And we'll also get one of these. A couple of those. Put all of our plates in that one. Let's just store all. And sort. We'll just store all that. Then run over here and grab a bunch of screws. That's a bunch. That's a bunch. And let's see, we'll put it in this one. Nope, that one's already full. We're gonna need some more boxes. Alrighty, looks good. And then we're trying to make Reinforced plate, so we're going to need plates and we're going to need screws. That we have plenty of. Screws. Plates. We already have some plates. These. More screws. Sort. What'd you do with all those plates? Guess we use them up. Oh, I guess we didn't get that many. Alright. Also, I find that reinforced iron plates is another thing that takes a really long time to make. It actually is way easier to make it. It's actually like 50 to 100 times or maybe even 1,000 times faster for you to make these plates than for your machinery to make it. But again, this is early access, so, you know, they might go in and, you know, rebalance all of this stuff later. We'll see. Let's see how many of these we can end up making in the long run. And if it was me, by the way, if I was playing this solo, if I was playing this off stream, in the old days, I would literally just start it running in an AFK and just come back in like an hour, and I'd have crazy tons of resources, hopefully, unless the power went out or something messed up happened. I would just let the machinery do all the work and then come back later. We could be out exploring or doing other stuff at the same time here, but I'm just trying to speed this along. We have plenty of everything now to really build this up. Alright, that's looking good. Let's get our frames out of where we got it. Let's take that one out. Stop looking in that one. Let's take this out. This, all this stuff. Let's take all. And now we're going to try to get heavy modular frames. There's 26. And what is limiting us? I believe it is our encased industrial beams here. Could be modular frames or encased industrial beams. We're making the heavy ones. Well, it's going to be close. Which one's going to run out first? I think it's actually going to be the steel beams. Yeah, steel beams first. See if we got any more steel beams in there. We got more of this. Let's grab that. Not much in there. That's one we can take back out. Plenty of screws. Let's take this one out. Alright, we need some steel beams. Those we got going too. Right up here at the top. And right over here. You want to have a lot of this extra stuff laying around, so you have the ability to go in and make stuff. There's one there. Keep on rocking. Keep on rocking in the free world. Now, if you do enjoy this kind of stuff, if you like RPG games, you like space games, you like fantasy games, you like MMOs, you like building games, survival games, really any type of game, hit that follow button right up there. Now, if you do enjoy the stream, please consider donating toward my mods. We got 60 days left. I've been streaming for 57 days in a row. I'm going to be streaming for another 60 days in a row to try to get them to TwitchCon, unless we unlock that red bar. Then I'm going back straight away if we don't. But I'm raising funds here for Chewy, Nushki, Wrathwall, and Scorched Dragon to get to TwitchCon. It's something I do every single year. I spend about 600 hours every single year raising funds for my mods. If you think about that at $10 per hour, that's $6,000 worth of my time, but that's okay. They're worth it. Big time. If I had the money, I would just pay for it, but I don't. I'm rubbing those pennies together. But if you would like to do something nice for them and something nice for yourself, you can opt in for a Kismet loot drop where you can get Kismet candy bars and all sorts of other cool stuff from my sponsors for TwitchCon, which I will send out to you guys, which is a lot of fun as well. Let's make some more modular frames here. What do we need? We need some more reinforced iron plate. So we need more of this and more of that and a little bit of this and that and the other thing. Let's go. Whee! Alright, where do we leave all that loot? Right over here. Right over here. So feel free to consider that. Do appreciate you hanging out in the stream. Know that you never have to donate if you don't. If you can't afford it or anything like that. I do appreciate you guys being here in the stream. It's just something I do above and beyond for my mods as well as for the community. It is a lot of work. It's exhausting every single year because I work on a lot of different stuff simultaneously for TwitchCon. I think I'm looking good there. Actually, let's put a little food on us and do a little nom 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 nom. There we go. What we got here? Oh, how convenient. Take all. How convenient. Got tons of plates. Wow, we can make 254. Well, let's go. Let's make it. Now again, meanwhile, while we're over here doing this, trying to make as many of these as we can, it's making them up at the top as well. So let's keep this a-going. I certainly have enough of each of those. And I can go back get even more of this. This is making it faster than I can probably convert it right now. Making so many screws and so many plates. Next time I feel like I'm just going to make, 50 of these. How many ever I can make of these reinforced iron plate makers. I'm just going to have it make as many of those as I can. Make as much iron plates and as much screws and make as many reinforced iron plates. Because that's the first place it starts to, really get difficult to make those because it takes a while for it to make it in the machine itself. So I feel like that's a huge bottleneck when I'm kind of leveling up or when I'm building my base. Big time. Big time. Now, if you're coming in from the home page, feel free to throw a 1 in the chat. If you do throw a 1 in the chat, I will give you some kiss caps. So I know that you're coming in from the home page. I do appreciate Twitch putting me on the recommended page. Been doing a lot lately. I appreciate it greatly. I'm always very appreciative here in the stream. Appreciate people coming to my channel, press the follow button, lurking, hanging out. I appreciate it big time. Big time. Whoa, look at Ro! 700,000 caps. Wow. And following for 3 years, 8 days, 17 hours, and it's been a lot of fun, Ro. A lot of fun. Oh, look at that. Game Killer approaching 1 million kiss... 1 million kiss caps. That's a lot of caps. That'd be crazy tons of caps. Neil Live coming in with the host. Thank you so much for that. That's another great way to earn kiss caps is to retweet here in the stream, is to host my stream. You get instant kiss caps for that, for hosting. As well as the more people who do retweet, the more kiss caps we give out to everybody in the stream. So pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. All right, man, we're crushing this. Making a ton of these. And there we go. All right, we're going to need more bars. We're going to backtrack a bit to the bars. Right here. There we go. Got plenty of those, that's for sure. No shortage of bars up in here. Alright, where do we put the thing up here? I love the jetpack. Jetpack makes getting around a lot easier. Alright, 87 modular frames. Let's do it. And that's why this part takes so long, because these just take a really long time to make. There's a lot of steps you have to do to get to this point, and then there's a lot of steps to get to the point where you're producing enough of these to get it going. E-Wolf coming in, talking to Ro. What's up? Whoa, Kidney Killer with a 406,000 caps. Look at that. For 3 years and 1 month with the follows as well. Appreciate that long time support. Big time. We're not doing nothing too sexy right now. We're just converting stuff. Trying to speed this conversion a little bit. It might already be there for now, for all we know. I doubt it, though. It's had a whiles to go, several hundred to get done, and we've only done 40 so far ourselves. And we've been kind of really cranking it here, though we'd have to run around and grab a little bit of something everywhere. There we go. What do we need? Lots and lots of screws. Well, those we've got for sure. And this one, take all. There we go. 17. Let's go. Man, this takes a long time. There's a lot of work to get this to go. Do you really expect to buy clout glasses for $50 when they're $10 anymore? Huh? What are you talking about? What you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. Your pillow is calling. See y'all tomorrow. Same bad time, same bad channel. See ya. Tons of iron plates being made. Now we'll get this going, mods. We got about 1 hour. Just a heads up. About 1 more hour, and then I'm going to go get some rest. I'm going to try to get to the gym today. I think I have to run my kids around. I can't remember. I'll find out first. Actually, while I'm doing this, I could be multitasking and texting at the same time. How about that? I'm not driving, though, so that's okay. Not like I'm texting and driving. I'm just holding down the button and texting at the same time. Boom. There we go. There we go. A little beep. Beep, beep. Your fashionable glasses are only 10, not 50. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Rick Ski, I have no idea what you're talking about. But when I see someone say stop scamming, that's like a red flag to me. Oh, Dress the Dragon. Oh, in my panel. I had no idea what you were talking about. That's too funny. No, that's just a fun thing that I do to raise funds for my mods. People can make me do silly stuff like dress up and stuff like that. So if they donate to get my mods to TwitchCon, they can opt in to get an epic Kismet loot drop where I give them candy bars and stickers and stuff from TwitchCon and all sorts of killer loot from sponsors and all that kind of neat stuff. Or they can opt to dress me up if they've already got the loot drop. They can opt to dress me up here in the stream with some silly cosplay outfit on behalf of my mods. Know that all donations go to them to go to TwitchCon. That's what that is. I'm not selling any glasses. I just wear the glasses on stream. I think it's pretty clear in the thing. Did I not say that that's what that's for? Yeah, it says dress up Kismet. It's pretty explanatory. Yeah, dress me up. It says it in there. For a second there, I thought it wasn't self-explanatory, but it says dress up Kismet, which is dress me up. I don't know. Maybe you read it wrong. But yeah, that's what it's for. It's just something fun to do in the stream to, help my mods get TwitchCon. I do it every single year. I stream for over 600 hours every single year on behalf of my mods. I call them the heroes behind the stream. I spent about 600 hours last year, 600 hours before that, and it'll be about 700 hours this year. I've been streaming for 57 days straight. That's my longest I've ever streamed in a row. We still got 60 more days till TwitchCon, so if we don't fill that bar up, I'll be streaming for another 60 days in a row on their behalf to try to get them to TwitchCon. And last year I took 5 of my mods, and the year before that I took 5 of my mods as well. Hoping to bring, I was hoping to bring 7 of my mods this time, but some of them have real life stuff they had to deal with. So we're going to be taking 4 this year. It's something fun to do, right? And I get it all the time. Kismet, why would you do that? Why would you spend 700 hours of your time doing kind things for other people? That's just the way I am. I like to do kind things for other people. I think it's really fun. I think it's they can become your guys' ambassadors at TwitchCon. They run around and pick up all the cool swag, and then we send the swag to you. How cool is that? That's pretty fun, because maybe you can't travel to TwitchCon. Maybe, you know, you have other things going on at that time or can't afford it or whatever it is. You drop $10 on the stream. Boom. We send you a little TwitchCon loot, right? You get to go for the full experience. My mods get to go and get to have fun as well. So it's just something fun we do here in the stream. Never, always know that you never have to donate. You never have to, you know, hit the subscribe button or anything like that. I don't require people to do that. I don't get a chip on my shoulder and say, hey, you guys should be subscribing or whatever. Nah, you can come in, chill out, have a good time anytime you want. Put your feet up, relax. We play a lot of fun games up here in the stream. We play Astroneer, we play Satisfactory like I'm playing right now, tons of Fallout. That's why they call me the Wasteland Tycoon, because I play lots of Fallout here in the stream. We're just converting some heavy modular frames right now. This is some hardcore conversion right here. Just try to speed this up a little bit. There we go. I thought you were trying to get people to donate for you to buy it. Nope. I already own it. It's right here. Right there. Yeah, see, you misunderstood. That was on you, not on me. Yeah, that's a cosplay that I did last year at TwitchCon. I dressed up like a like my nickname. They call me the Wasteland Tycoon. So I dressed up in like a Fallout like tycoon style with the yellow hat and the glasses and all that kind of silly stuff, which you can see down below there. So it's basically just dress me up. That's it. Just for fun. It's optional. Don't have to. It's just something fun to do on top of donating as well. So that's what it's about. Now you get it. Don't get too triggered about it. I find sometimes people look for things to get upset about. Nope. Just being kind to other people. That's what I'm doing. Just being kind to my mods and trying to do something kind for them because they do a lot of work behind the scenes. They help me out with stuff. Also, I have sleep apnea and vertigo. I am basically disabled. I have trouble getting up and down stairs and going places and things like that. So it's nice to have my mods there in case of a medical emergency. If I fall or something like that happens, they'll be there with me to help me out. So I do appreciate that as well. But most of it is just so they can run around, have a good time, meet all of you guys, and you know, go around the thing, pick up all the swag and all of that, and then we send it out to you guys. Pretty fun. Pretty fun. That actually was an idea from my mods. From Chewy came up with that idea that we would go around and pick up everybody and send it to you. And this way you guys can be part of the experience. Because it kind of sucks, you know, if you can't be part of the experience and get to participate in it. I think it's kind of fun myself. But, you know, to each their own. What you're into. Lots of plates there. And, man, we got all the stuff we need right here in this one little spot. Right here. Right up here and get some more screws. Let's see how many it's made. Oh, I made a good amount. I feel like we could be making a lot more, though. We could be making a lot more. I'm very curious to see how many have already gone in there by the time we get this done. Right now we're at 50. I seriously doubt we're anywhere close to getting this done because it's like another 270 that it needs to produce. So, but it's doing its thing. We're doing our thing over here, so we'll see. We will see. Oh, we need some more of the bars. Not the bars. Not the bars. Not the mama. Here's the bars. A lot more bars. Let's get crazy tons of bars. I must be making more screws somewhere. Yeah, right here. Oh, there's a little touch of screws. Boop. Just grab a bunch of those. How convenient. Now, next time I do this, by the way, everybody, I am way better organizing all of those boxes so they're right next to each other. So I can literally say, okay, I need screws from here, and I need this, and I need that. This is just, we're just kind of fooling around right now. Learning the game, trying out different stuff. Fun things like that. What do we need? Lots of modular frames. Let's go. Let's see if we can produce 100. Then we'll fly up there, put 100 in there, and see where we stand. I would love to unlock this tonight. I'm not sure I'm going to get it unlocked in time. Rutless coming in. Said, morning, Kismet and chat. Good morning, Rutless. Thanks for being here. Just thought I'd stop by, but just listening to you for like 5 minutes really got me. Oh, well, thank you, Curl Papa. Thanks for hitting. I don't know if you came in from the homepage or just coming in for the first time. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you chilling out. We're just converting a bunch of stuff right now. Nothing too sexy. We do love to build up in here. I do build at a mega level. We built some serious, crazy, humongous stuff in here. And we will get into making the gigantic mega factory, which I'm probably going to start over on this game probably on Tuesday. We'll start over from scratch, and then we'll try to modularize each and every one of our productions, and then we'll run it all where we want it to go, right? And that'll be a lot of fun as well. We'll, instead of just going around and just trying to learn the mechanics and learning where everything's at, we will be going and really tapping into every single thing and trying to maximize the production of every single area, and then feeding it into a gigantic plant. And right now we're trying to get to that last tier, which I haven't been to yet, the 7-8 tier. We're trying to get to that right now. And don't tell me anything about it. I'm the old school kind of player. I like to not know. I like to discover, make mistakes, failures, have my whole entire base fall down and go, okay, well, that wasn't the way to do it. Okay, let's try it this way, right? And try different iterations and different ideas on it. And then I kind of talk my way through it here in the stream, right? So if you like commentary on the game and say, okay, well, if we did this and we did that, that would make that better, right? That kind of thing I call Kismet tips. As we learn more and more, we get better and better at the deep game mechanics. And then I pass them on to all of you, which is pretty fun. And we might discover something together, go on a journey together every single night while I'm streaming every single day. Normally I have Mondays and Fridays off, where I'm off from streaming, but I'm always working every day, 7 days a week, on the stream in some way or another. Whether it's I'm giving out, free games, or I'm giving out stuff here in the stream, that kind of stuff. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun doing all this stuff. Alright, what do we need? We're out of our little thingies again. So let's go uppity up. Up we go! Da, 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 da. Brum, 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 brum. All right. Hey, let's make some more modular frames. Heavy modular frames here. Burp. I mean, we got plenty of resources to do this manually, but whew, does this take a while? Oh, we got to need some more of those. That's okay. We're making some of that right over here. So I love when you have your production going and you're like, oh, I need some of those. Well, hold on, let me go get those. Oh, there's some over here. Let me get some of those. Now it'd be way easier if I had this all centralized, which I started centralized and then I tried it. I thought, last time I did it fairly centralized. This time I'm going to try a little bit more decentralized. No, not good. Not good to uh-oh, we're out of, why are we out of, stuff over here? Oh, no, there it goes. This is not going too fast. Low on steel beams. Beam those steel beams in there. Should have made 2 of these steel beam things. Oh, well, in the future plans. Alright, I feel like that's good. Let's go up to our top base here. And I'm also going to build a lot more ways up and down between levels. That's something else I would do instead of having to go back over here and run up and down this. You'd have your central area where you go up and down, or something from the very bottom all the way up, all around the entire base. So you don't have to run halfway across your base just to get one place or another. Very, very useful, and use a lot more conveyors, leave an open road so I could drive my car back and forth, that kind of thing. Always leave an open kind of freeway area. Okay, well, let's look and see where we're at. Oh, we're at 800. Let's go. Boom. Boom. Oh, look at that. 120 away. Woo. Close, close. Getting close, everybody. 120 away. Can we get it done today? I think we can. I think we got about an hour. We can make it happen. Oh, there's 10 more right there. 110 away now. We'll just keep cranking away on this. Didn't take too long. We made about 80 of them. Like we just want to make an insane amount of iron plates. Right here. We just want to get our entire inventory full of this and make as many iron plates as we can. Let's go see if there's some more iron plates down this way. Over here. I love how it just the thing will catapult you and just launch you really, really far if you use that as kind of a launch point. Very, very fun. So it's got 29 backed up there. We'll just go ahead and take those. So not too many going there. I feel like you just want to make the iron plates, and then have tons of extra iron plates as well. Get that going on. But let's go back here. We're going to use our plates and our screws. And we have tons of extra plates. We have tons of screws just sitting in boxes that we could just use and burn up. I hate having extra resources laying around because I feel like they're being underutilized. And I want to just utilize as much as I can. Now, I feel like, you know what we should do? Let's really go crazy here. Let's go up here. Let's go up to our other location here. So we got this here and all of this. I feel like we want to just stack a ton of resources right here. Let's go to it. Alright, so we'll make 2 plates over here. So let's just put all of our plates over here for now. Boom. I'll put 2 plates, 2 screws over here, and then all the rest of this, we'll put it in this one. Take all the screws out. Now, by the way I'm taking out all the screws at the same time is holding down control. Allow me to do that. Now, we're just going to just... Right? Grab a ton of that. Store. Looking good. Then we're going to go grab the screws from over here, because that one's not as full as this one is. Where's that other screw one go? This one. Take all. There we go. And store. And store. Very nice. What else do we need a good amount of? We need a lot more of these industrial beams. I mean, we have a good amount of them there. So we'll just leave those there for now. How about over here? We got some more? No industrial beams over there. Actually, there's nothing in there that we need right now in that one. So let's take out this. And then we'll take out this. Notice it was half and half there. A little trick there. A little Kismet tip for you. And then we're going to make a bunch of reinforced iron plates, but we don't have enough room, so we have to literally take one of these out. Have to take one of these out. There we go. So we can make those reinforced iron plates. And there we go. So we're within 100 now. So we can make 50 and it makes 50 while we're making 50. Then we'll have it here in just another few minutes. There we go. Hey, Wolfric, what's up? Thanks for being here. And awesome mods. Yeah, my mods are awesome. They are amazing. They are amazing. That's why I work so hard in the stream here. Show them some love. They're always backing me up in chat. Always backing me up every single day. I think that's awesome. Awesome. Just sitting here converting plates, everybody. I can make how many of these can I plate? 400 of them. Making 400 right now. I can put some sounds on. Let's do it. Let's get a little sexy up in here. Let's do it. Sexy. Nothing wrong with me loving you. I have that song in my head. I mean, it is just stuck in there. It's been stuck in there since I was making sound bites, right? And it's like, giving your love to me can never be wrong. When love is true. Love it. Sound. Ouch! Gotta channel music. See, that song means a lot more if you actually have experienced love in your life. That kind of deep love where you care about something else other than yourself, more than yourself, really music has a different effect on you if you've been lucky enough to have that. And I hope all of you at some point in your life either have had that or will have that in the future, because it is pretty wonderful. And don't be afraid to, sing or dance or whatever, because it brings you joy. Even if other people say, you're not a great singer or you're not a great dancer, whatever, screw them. You bring yourself moments of joy just from singing. I am not a great singer. I'm not a great dancer in any way. But I do love singing along sometimes to some songs. And I don't care who's listening, and I don't care who knows. It's just fun to do, right? Now, speaking of songs, how about I get one stuck in your head? You ready? Here we go. Country road, take me home. There you go. That's all you need to hear. You need to hear that little tiny segment. Boom. There you go. Now it's stuck in your head. There you go. It's morning here in Sweden. I hear it's beautiful in Sweden now, and you've already made my day. Well, thank you, Curly Papa. I appreciate that. Moz, let's go ahead and take that and put that in my inspiring quotes. I do collect all inspiring quotes in my chat. I literally have thousands of them now. I've been streaming for about four years. And I keep them in a thing, and they inspire me every day. I read about 5 of them every day, and then I say, all right, let's get to work. Let's improve the stream. And that's what I do. There we go. All right. Man, this is some work here to get over this hump. Now, I just want to see what the next level is. I'm probably not going to build any of that stuff because I don't have the factory built up to that level where I could probably do that next level stuff, whatever it is. I don't know. We'll find out. But I feel like these 3 things in a row, reinforced iron plate, modular frames, and heavy modular frames are the 3 most gigantic bottlenecks in the game. It's where the game really slows down. So you have to build this massive infrastructure to just make reinforced iron plates, and then another massive infrastructure to just make modular frames, and so on. You have to have a big infrastructure to do that, and you want to channel all your stuff in, make all of these other things, and we will definitely do that. We will really go to town. There you go. Take me home, mountain mama. There you go. I was going to sing that back, by the way, last year when we were streaming live from TwitchCon. I was going to try to sing Country Roads, right? Because they had the new Twitch Sings. And they said, oh, well, we don't have that song. And I said, oh, well, then The Wanderer, though. And so they were trying to get it to work. We couldn't get it to work, which is a bummer. Because I was going to bring my mods in. I was going to turn the stream on. And then we were all going to just sing to all of you right there from TwitchCon. That would have been epic. It would have been amazing. It would have been super fun. But maybe this year. Never know. We'll get him to sing this year on stream. Maybe. That'd be super fun as well. We'll see. That's my home, Kismet. I'm deployed right now. Thanks for that. You're welcome. You're welcome, Wolfric. I haven't been to West Virginia. I was going to go when the game was going to launch in November. I contacted the Visitor and Convention Bureau over there, and I was going to get like the different locations to go to, and I was going to film it and go to all the locations that you actually see in the game, because I missed out on Fallout 4 because I was invited to go to Boston and go around to the different areas, but I was too ill at the time. So I, oh man, look at how many of those we made. So I went in and did that, but they never got back to me. And I kept, contacting them, and they didn't get back to me, and I kept contacting them, they didn't get back to me, and so on. And then it became winter, and I'm not going there in winter time. I can tell you that. I mean, it's already dangerous enough for me to go even when it's not winter. But during winter time, nah, thanks. No thanks. No thanks. Whoosh! Look at all of those. Grab all those suckers out of there. It's great to have lots of extra resources. Modular frames, I can make 166. Let's do it. Oh, too many on me, though. I need some space. There we go. All right, now we're cranking it up. Cranking it up to 11. But it goes to 11. A little spinal tap there for you. It's just 1 point louder. There we go. You're near Morgantown High School, which is featured in the game? Yeah, that's cool. Cool. Yeah, I've been trying to think of it again, but I would have had to do it during summertime, and now it's almost winter, or it's fall, and then wintertime again. My kids go back to school, so Once my kids go back to school, and I actually been running my kids around more during the summertime than I usually do during school. But I pick them up, I pick my kids up in the afternoon, so I stream. I usually work on a little bit of stuff after the stream. I queue a bunch of stuff up, like editing videos and stuff like that. And then I sleep for a little bit, for like 4 or 5 hours, and I get up, get my kids, and bring them home. And they're running all around, doing homework and all that other stuff. Then I work on the stream for a bit, or work on stuff that has to do with the stream. Then I rest for like an hour, and then I'm back here on the stream, and I just repeat that every single day, pretty much. Repeat that all the time. That's pretty much how my days go. And then, I try to, get some real life stuff in there, spend some time with the family on Fridays, try to mow the lawn, try to, take care of food and laundry and all that standard life stuff. Always should make lots of time for that stuff. I feel like I'm going to run into a encased industrial beam problem here, where we're just not getting enough of encased industrial beams. Though I could go look and see if there's a backlog of those up there as well. Snag those. There's a lot of converting. Now, normally you don't want to do this much converting. Normally you want to let the automation do it for you. But we're just kind of speeding it along a little bit. Now, I could have sped it along by just AFKing after the stream last night and just put it in there. But there's something, when you do it yourself and when you're there and you make it happen, I always love those moments in games. All right, we need our other stuff here, which is in this front box. We need this, and we need all of this. I mean, there's just some in there, too. Let's take those out, take these out, take that out. All right, there we go. Let's make these suckers. Like we're going to need more screws. Yep, more screws. Luckily, we got a whole box full of them. Luckily. Oh, we're getting there. Look at that. Look at that. That's another 30 frames right there. Now we're cooking. Are you purposely still using screws, or do you have it found? Oh, nope. Spoilers. Spoilers, mods. I don't know what that is. Spoilers. Spoilers in the chat. I don't know what that is. Don't tell me. No spoilers. I haven't got to that yet. Haven't got to that. But I do appreciate it, though. Sometimes people come in and they're just trying to be kind and nice and say, Kismet, why are you not doing this, or why are you not doing that, or you should try this. I appreciate that. But right now, I am just trying to get to level 7, 8. I think you're talking about the things where you go and you find the plans. I have not done that yet in game. Fairly new to the game. This particular playthrough right here is, let's see, 3 hours and 48 minutes. That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right. Let's see, how many hours am I into this? I forget where it says that. It usually tells you what it is. Back to crap pitch. It tells you somewhere. Check the saves. Doing good, OCB. Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming in the stream. Appreciate everybody coming in. Thanks for all the follows as well. Yeah, I think it's under saves. Like you load game or you save game or something like that. And it tells you, yeah, this one right here is 75 hours. Finish the frames. So about 75 hours into this particular playthrough. Now, I've done a bunch of other playthroughs as well. But, I get to a certain point in the game or a certain kind of area where I start to feel that bottleneck. Then I say, okay, time to start again, see if we do it better next time. And I'm actually going to start this again after we get to the next level. I mean, I'm just new game, right? And I'll delete all the old games because if you have the old games, then what it's going to do is it's going to tempt you to go back and play those old ones. I like to, burn the chips and have to explore the new world kind of thing. That's a very motivating way to explore your new game. So yeah, Jagger, so I figured you spoiled a little bit. My apologies. No, don't worry about it. A lot of people come in. That's why, I'm understanding about it. And that's why I just mentioned it in my chat rules and whatnot. I have not. I've done a bunch of exploring. I've done a pretty good exploring. When I'm in there, like you can see, I've explored this gigantic mega bridge, 3,000 in that direction, which is bringing my oil back. But I haven't got to those yet because I like to leave a little bit of a mystery when I'm playing a game, right? I don't go and look stuff up on wikis. I don't cheat. I don't shortcut. I don't glitch. I don't do any of that stuff. I don't go in and I look at, like the other day we were doing spreadsheet, right? And we say, okay, let's learn the deep mechanics of how these machineries work, right? Okay, how does the production work, right? When I crank it to 150, how much does it go up? It should go up by 1.5 times. Does it go up by 1.5 times? Oh, it does. Okay, cool. Now, what happens to the power? Does the power go up by 1.5 times? Or does it go up by 10 times or 500 times, right? And then we figure that out. The first one is 2 times, and the second one is 1.5 times, and then the next one is 4 times the original amount, right? So you can go in and find those different mechanics of the game, and then you have a deeper understanding of what's more efficient to build. Is it more efficient to build one item and then boost it to 200? Or is it more efficient to make 2 of that item because it takes less power, right? There you go. It takes more resources, but it takes less power. And power is the number one thing in any game that usually is the bottleneck of every kind of stage through the game. Like in this game, you start with biofuel, then you go to coal, then we have way off in the distance where our oil is, 3,000 in that direction, where our train is running right now, is all of our power. You can barely see it way off in the distance. As all of our power over there generating tons of megawatts of power and then running it back over here. And I had it over here. And I thought, well, that's dumb. Why don't I build it over there and then I can set it and forget it? And that's what I've done. Set it and forget it over there. Don't have to worry about it. All right, that's that one. Now let's go up here and let's check this other one. Woo! Ran out of fuel right at that moment. Nice. Nice. All right, going up this way. And I like using these for ladders here. This works pretty good. You can also stack your... Uh-oh. Hold on, we got a problem here. We got a problem here. Jump for it. Oh, I could have fell to my death there. Could have fell to my death. Yeah, we'll get this reorganized and looking more sexy later. What do we need? Oil. I think I left the oil down there. No oil hiding. There's some right there. I need a little bit of fuel for my jetpack, so let's get that fired up. Make a little bit of that. All right, we're at 42. Let's see how close we are to this next tier. Oh my goodness, we are very, very close. Boom! 958. Oh, so close. So close. I wish there was a way to put away this, right? That would be my one biggest thing, is to put away this. Like, you know how you can holster your weapon in a lot of games like Fallout? You hold down R and you put your weapon away. You know, you're holding a big old shotgun in your face the whole time, right? You want to put your weapon away so you can see what you're doing. That's what they need to do. They need to holster this. I mean, I could take it out of here and then it goes away, but there needs to be some sort of holster function that puts that away because that's annoying. Or maybe I just don't know the function. That could be it as well. All right, we need some more plates, and we need all of this stuff. We're about 50 away. I feel like we got this. I feel like we got this. I think we're down 1 level is where we were at. Back there. Set up a little camp over here by the resources to keep this rolling. Come on, you. There we go. Let's take all those. Back to it. More reinforced iron plates. Let's go. Again, this is the real slow way of doing this. We could be building a bigger and bigger factory and building it all out, but we're so close that it'd probably be faster for me just to make the stuff than it is to build out this giant thing and rearrange everything and build out all this stuff. Though I love to build. I do love to build. So, but we'll get in there and we'll be tapping all of our resources to its maximum advantage eventually. We'll see how that goes. Man, we can make a ton of those. So we're about 50 away. So we make about as much as we just made before, we'll be set. Set to rock and roll. Dee 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 dee. Yeah, now we know where the crystal is. We know where a bunch of pure nodes and normal nodes are. What cool stuff like that. Like, some people would just look that up online. They'd just be like, okay, hold on, let me just go get a map of where everything's at. Right at the very beginning of the game. I would much rather wander around and say, oh, cool, there's a node there, right? And then you tap that node, do whatever we need to do, right? I much prefer discovering games in that way than just to know right at the very beginning. That's a very fun way of playing, especially in the long run of playing games. As you get more out of the game, you have more play time in the game by doing that. Some people just want to rush to the end. I don't want to rush to the end of my game because it kills your game. You don't want to play it anymore. As well as I don't want to rush to the end of my life either. Just like games. I don't want to rush to the end. I would rather enjoy that middle part a lot longer. A lot longer. I'm going to build a crazy ton of these. I'm going to build so many of these in the next playthrough. I'm going to build just iron plates and screws until the cow comes home. And just make these iron plates run and run and run and run. Because we have so many of these iron plates early on in the game that we're not really utilizing them. And we could be utilizing them for doing this. That would be incredibly useful. To build a giant factory that just does reinforced iron plates, and then another part of the factory which is just doing modular frames, and another part of the factory that's just doing heavy modular frames. I feel like those are the three bottlenecks at this level. But we'll see how it goes. And then, like that one person said, to wander around and also do some exploring and try out different stuff like that while we're waiting for our plant. We're going to be doing a lot more exploring and tapping all the nodes that we can find in all the directions we can find later on. And we'll restart this on Tuesday, or on Monday night, which is basically tonight. I'll be back 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got about another 30 minutes here. Let's see if we can get this done. And if we can, then we'll start over next time. It'll be fun. Fun. I feel like another thing to do on the first level is just build nothing but containers, right? And then run your coal or whatnot in there, and you could just run nothing but containers in there, and then build so many items that it would just drain all of those when you're actually ready to build your factory, right? So you start your miners going, and you just run them into boxes, and you make a ton of boxes. And you just run them in there while you're building your stuff. And then by the time you come back, you have boxes and boxes full of stuff that you can just throw into each thing to make it much quicker. I feel like that's going to be a great way to get started next time. Definitely help. Oh, we're getting there. What do we need? More screws and more steel pipes. I don't think screws is going to be a problem. There they are. And steel pipes is straight up from where we're at. Let's go. And I got resources all over the place. But again, I'm definitely centralizing this, so I don't have to go up the ladder and go to this. And then I got to go over there and I got to go to that thing. And then I got to go over here to the other thing and this thing and that thing all the time. Because that does suck up a lot of time. If you had it all in one central place, you could literally just go to that place, build whatever you want to build, and you're not running around, spending all that kind of time being inefficient, collecting all this random stuff just to make stuff. Right, I'm definitely building just boxes all around my hub next time. I'm gonna make my hub and build everything around that. I might build it on the second level so that I could bring up all the resources to the second level and just surround it with resources, and then from there build out the rest of the factory. I was thinking about that the other day as well, because I build these stuffs in my head, right? If you know a game is really, really fun if you're still playing it in your head after you log out, right? When you're waiting for something, or you know, you're waiting for your kids or your wife, or you're eating breakfast and you're like, now if I did this and I did the other thing and that thing, that would have made that way better, right? That's a great game that can inspire your creativity like that. I find that to be incredibly fun. Oh, I forgot to get the other things. Forgot to get the other plates. The other plates. Going in heavy here. Alright, modular frames. Yeah, I feel like we're pretty close now. I think by the time we're done doing this, and the time it's feeding in there, it might already be done right now. We don't know. We don't know. It makes about 5 per minute, so I don't know how many minutes it's been, but it should be getting fairly close. We can always use it if we have too much. So we need industrial beams and more screws. Screws we got back over this way. Take all those. And then up here it's making more industrial beams, so we can try to grab some of those if there's any available. It's going right here to this. Oh, there's a ton. Look at that. It's all backlogged. Backlogged with that. Where you at? Right there. Looks good. And back here. Which is great about getting a jetpack. That you can go around and get that going on. Oh, there's 20 right there. That's 28. And we needed 50. Has it got 25 done by the time we get this done? We'll find out. I could have just made it up there and then went and looked. That's okay. We'll find out. I also feel like the thing you want to do early on, too, is do a lot of exploring and have your hub always upgrading and looking for new things in the hub. We'll get that going as well. We'll try to make it super efficient. We'll be playing that from the scratch all night long, which I think is going to be super fun. Okay, everybody. Here we go. Now, the way to tell if it's done is to look right here. If I see some of the frames coming out, then that means it's full. I can tell you it's not coming out, so that means it's not full. Oh, I think we got it. Boom! We got it! Ha 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 ha! Let's do this! Oh, finally. That's a real tough level to hit. Tier 7-8. Let's go, baby. It fires those resources up there. Too cool. And it'll make its way down. All right, let's go see what level 7 and 8 is. I don't know. I've never seen it before. Now we're going to find out. There we go. Nuclear power. All right. What do we need for nuclear power? Oh, man. 200 of those suckers. We really need to get that going. Uranium. So we're going to need to find some uranium cells. Turn that down a little bit. Electromagnetic control rod. Okay, that's cool. Nuclear fuel rod. I feel like we're going to need a lot of this stuff to make that work. Hazmat suit. That's going to be useful. Iodine infused filter. Scanner update for calorium ore and uranium. Now, we've actually ran into this before just by exploring a bit. Bayer process. Miner level 3. Oh, very nice. Conveyor belt Mark 5. All right. Lift 5. Aluminum ignits. Alclad aluminum sheet. Heat sink. Radio control. Turbo. Batteries. Scanner update for raw quartz. Very cool. And tier 8. Wasn't that just what we just saw? The Bayer process. Oh, that's weird. It's like the same thing. I don't think that's done. I don't think tier 8 is done. I think they're still working on that. But yeah, nuclear power, cool. I wonder how much this produces. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. See, and I'm tempted to make one, but that's 200 more of those frames. And those modular, heavy modular frames take a really, really long time to do. So again, I'm in no hurry, but I'm sure nuclear power plant is going to be way better. And of course, we're producing all this, you know, uranium and all that other stuff. So now we're going to have to be looking for uranium nodes and cadmium nodes and all of that stuff while we're wandering around. That'll be lots of fun. And then this looks like the same as tier 8 there. So yeah, I would think they're still working on that. It's probably why the two of them still look the same. I would imagine. But that's okay. It's early access. We can roll with that. So really the only thing we need to work on is nuclear power and the Bayer process. Those are the other ones we do. And there's a turbo motor. Oh man, we gotta have to really gear this up. Gear it up big time. But I feel like that's good, everybody. That's a GG on this playthrough. That's a GG. We made it all the way to the highest level. I feel like we could really start to build the mega base. And you're like, well, Kismet, isn't this your mega base? No, this is nothing. This is a baby base. I know just on what I've learned in the game so far. And this is let's just take a little bird's eye view here. Here's our top level, right, of what we have. Take a little tour real quick. And then we'll go look at our second level down. Oh, we'll try to anyway. And here's our second level. That's running screws and all this other stuff. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff that we still haven't discovered, right? Which are those little things that have landed, right? That because we couldn't get, those mobs were hitting us and they kept killing us. We couldn't wipe them out. And then now, of course, we've got our sword so we can go out and grab them. Also, we have that gun that we haven't made yet. I'm sure those are going to be very useful for doing the tougher areas. We also learned that if you run over the mob, you run over it, knock it down, you jump out, and you beat it till it's dead. Or you beat it a couple times, and you jump back in your vehicle, and then you back up, you run it down, you jump out, you hit it a few more times. That works fantastically as well. But here's our second level here. Of course, making plenty of screws from these iron rods. And, of course, making those iron plates and making all sorts of stuff there. Down here at our 100% efficient level, we've got our primary thingies, our drills, that are bringing out these bars. On that side, we've got iron plates. Over here, we've got our copper production, beautifully stacked. And then over here, of course, we've got our our coal coming in, which is running all of our coal plants, as well as we're bringing in lots of copper and or lots of raw iron ore, and then making steel ore over here from the coal and the iron ore as well. And we're running it in here. Look at, we got a backlog of this. Lots of that. We could be using that for something. That's a lot of loots. And then over here, of course, is what we expanded out the other day, which is basically taking this and really maximizing our production, right? And this is only half of what we could have made, right? Or actually, that's like 3 out of 4, and then we could have made basically 5 more of this, right? 5 more sections like this. And I kind of feel like what you want to do is make it in sections. And then instead of going in, like say, hey, I need more power, or I'm not using that section because I have such a giant backlog, is to go in and just cut the power to that whole section. So we might build stuff in sections that we can very easily say, okay, we're not using this right now. All the boxes are full. cut the power there, so it's not costing us more resources and more power when we could be doing something else. It's a kind of a better way of working on your power. Now, it'd be kind of cool to put like a master switch in the game where you could just put, you know, a switch on this pole, and I can go over there and just click that switch, and then it turns the whole thing off like it does have in Fallout 4, where you have those pylons where it has the switch on the pylon. You just click the on-off button, and everything after that goes off. That would be another suggestion I would have for the game as well, is have that master pole connection down the road. Maybe it has it. I don't know. Maybe I haven't discovered it yet. Maybe there's a whole bunch of stuff I haven't discovered yet. And I'm sure there is. That's what's pretty fun. So that's a bug. Tier 8 is actually empty. Well, there we go. There we go. That's what I thought. No big deal. No biggie. So again, we started this off, made this as efficiently as possible. This is all 100% efficient down here. And then we're going to work our way up to where all of our stuff is 100% efficient. We're going to centralize next time, where all of this stuff is actually not on this level. It'll be up on the higher level. We'll build it just about where we built it here. And then we'll put our hub in the center. We'll tap all of this, and we'll run this up to the second level. Just the raw resources, and we'll have it in a bunch of boxes that we can utilize for whatever we need. And try to centralize all of those resources, at least the raw resources for everything, right? Because even though something goes tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, it may be a base resource for something else that we're making. Or like we need to go and we need to make a bunch of machinery. Well, we need that particular thing so we can make the machinery, so we can automate the thing that we made the resource for in the first place. Right? So that's going to be a lot of doing that kind of fun. And then, of course, we'll get to coal. We'll get to oil power. And this time we'll go and we'll get every single node. And that will give us a huge jump start in the game, allow us to upgrade quicker. I can already see what a level that'd be. And now we know there are 2 iron nodes over here, too. So we can be just tapping those iron nodes right at the early game as well. And then, of course, we're going to need more and more power to sustain all of that, and we'll build out our power and all of that. And we're going to bring everything up to that second level, right? Even our power and all of that. And we're going to build like a gigantic single second level. And then we'll have a third level, which will be all of our trains and everything will be running up there, pulling resources from various different places as well, funneling them into wherever they should be. I can already see it already. So we're going to take all this out. We're going to basically just start from scratch. And we're going to be doing that tomorrow. So let's get into it, everybody. Mods, let's go ahead and that's probably right here is a good place to stop. I'm going to go back to my overseer's office. Let's go. All right, everybody. We're going to get on the Kismet Love Train right there, everybody. Go ahead and grab the Kismet Love Train right there. Highlighted. Control-C to copy. Control-V to paste or copy pasta right there into the stream. The more people who copy and the paste, the more Kiscaps that you guys get here at the end of the stream. I'm going to go ahead and take a look for some raid targets. So while I'm doing this, you guys go ahead and do that. My mods are going to be watching. They're going to be counting it up. Let's see who we got for tonight. Always like to check everybody here and see who's ready to rock. Who is ready to go? Let's close all this stuff out. There we go. All right, looking good. Looking good. Oh, what's this? Isn't streaming. Well, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, playing some 7 Days to Die. I like me some 7 Days. Playing some Dead by Daylight. Oh, that's another fun one to watch. Uh-huh. I don't know. I like me some 7 Days to Die. All right, who's got the cool stuff going on in here? This dude is intense, man. He's into it. He's into it. I feel he's got the more intense stare, so I'm going to go with him. I pick people for the most random reasons. All right, everybody. Let's get her going. Again, if you're on mobile or whatever, just go and put like a heart, put like your favorite emotes from your favorite streamers in there. Just say hi, put Kismet Love Train, whatever you want to do in the chat, and then you guys earn Kiscats, which is basically how you win the giveaways here in my stream. And I've literally given away hundreds of games worth thousands of dollars. I'm talking $60 games, whole entire game packs with like $200 worth of games in there. All sorts of real life loot, $100 gift cards to Amazon and all that other fun stuff. I appreciate when you guys do participate in these raids. It does make it a lot more fun. And then, of course, our goal is to make the person on the other end smile and make their stream a little bit better. So let's see if we can get it going here. I'm going to press some buttons and flip some switches. All right, this guy's name is StrongWolf85. He's playing some 7 Days to Die, one of my favorite games of all time. Right now, he's got about 2,460 followers. He's got about 11 people on his channel. He's about to have a couple hundred more. We're going to go in there. We're going to blow it up. Let me get that raid started. Bam, right there. Let me press some buttons over here. Get this ready. All right, that raid is queued up and ready to go. We dished that out to everybody there. And that's it for me, everybody. I will see you next time. I'll see you tonight, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And thanks.
Good night. I love you.
Gets me every time. Every single time. Dang, that's get you right there. Thanks for being here, everybody. Bye. Hey everybody, Kismet here. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right in the center of the screen. Also check me out live on twitch.tv/Kismet. I'll see you all next time.